The APC in Ekiti State is in crisis. A suspension and counter-suspension ran the air as group says it suspends Governor Fayemi and the governor calls it a joke taken too far. And Governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, visited President Buhari today at the presidential villa as part of his thank you tour. Presidency says that the governor pledged loyalty to President Buhari. Details of that conversation after now. Hello everyone and welcome to the program. This is Politics Today live on Channel Television. I'm Sean Kimalo in Lagos. Let's tell you about some of the major stories in the land. The governor of Edo State is now done with his thank you visits. Today he was at a presidential villa in Abuja alongside his deputy, their wives and some other leaders from Edo State. President Muhammadu Buhari then affirmed that his desire is to ensure that innocent Nigerians do not suffer regardless of party affiliation. He explains that the message he got across to the Inspector General of Police before the elections was that the exercise must be free and fair. The presidency there says the governor, Godwin Obaseki, pledged his loyalty and that of the Edo people to President Buhari.
Whose party was contesting an election, and he insisted that the right thing be done and a fair level playing field be created for all contestants. By doing so, that singular action has deepened our democracy far beyond what we can understand and imagine today. So for that act alone, we felt it was important that you come and say thank you. And not just coming alone with my deputy, we decided to come and say thank you with representatives of Edo people, our senators, our members of the House of Representatives, our senior citizens, and our party leaders. His role, first and foremost, is as president of Nigeria, is to be president of all Nigerians, regardless of your party, your race, your tribe, or your creed. We couldn't ask more from Mr. President. He's really played the role of a statesman.
Well, the governor, Godwin Obaseki, and his deputy did not leave the state house until they visited the vice president, Yemi Osinbajo, in his office. Well, let's get into our conversation for tonight. It's about the APC and what has become a very worrisome scenario playing out in Ekiti State. The All Progressives Congress in Ekiti State in southwest Nigeria is in deep crisis. And a group led by some former lawmakers, including Senator Tony Adeyeye, former Senate spokesperson Senator Dayo Adeyeye, and former House of Reps member Honorable Bimbo Daramola said they suspended the governor, Kayode Fayemi. The group alleged that Governor Fayemi has been involved in anti-party activities. Well, the governor has since responded to the suspension allegations. The statement from the governor's office says that the move is a joke taken too far. That is a response from Governor Fayemi. But to cap it all up, the reaction from the APC caretaker committee says, as they weigh in into the matter under the leadership of the governor of Yobe State, Malabuni, and the wading into the matter, and said the action against Governor Fayemi is a nullity, and Governor Fayemi remains the leader of the party in the state. So, how did all this happen? It does look like a crisis that has started a long time ago, perhaps just barely after the governor had gotten the ticket of the party to run for office before the governorship election about 2 or 3 years ago. So it's not a crisis of yesterday. So the infighting has been there. And recently, President Buhari's special advisor on political affairs, Senator Babafemi Ojudu, was suspended by the group loyal to the governor. Now, just today, the group of Senator Babafemi Ojudu also came to suspend the governor. So what exactly is happening in Ekiti APC? Do they have the powers to suspend Governor Fayemi? Let's get into the matter tonight. And tonight we're going to get a sense of what this means altogether. I have the leader of the faction which suspended Governor Fayemi, Senator Tony Adeniyi, will be speaking to us on the telephone. And we have Honorable Oladakpo Karunwi, a former Deputy Speaker of the Ekiti House of Assembly. Thank you, Honorable, for joining us. Let me hear from Senator Tony Adeniyi and the reasons behind the suspension. Perhaps I should start with the reaction of your group, Senator Adeniyi, that when the party's leadership at the top had said that action of yours today is a nullity. To start with, do you have a constitutional position or right to suspend a sitting governor, which, according to the statute of the party, gives the power to be the leader of the party in the state?
Thank you, Sean. I think you don't need to be judgmental about the whole thing. The power to deal with issues is provided in the constitution of our party. If the complaint of our group is that the party has not, the executive of the party in the state has not emerged through a democratic process. And we've been complaining about this for this long, since 2018, when Comrade Adams Oshoofhonle was still the chairman. And nothing has been done, nothing was done. And up to now, nothing has been done. And you think we should put our arms? We went to court to ventilate our grievance, and the matter is still pending in court. Issues have been joined by Paul Omotosho and his co-travelers. And ever since, they've been avoiding, having the matter been tried. Even it went to the extent that Fayemi and his co-travelers set up a reconciliatory committee headed by Honorable Jide Awe, who was the actual chairman of the party. And we considered to meeting with them, despite the fact that the committee was set up, was inaugurated by Paul Omotosho, the illegal ESCO people. Despite that, they went ahead, at least, to want to force us to withdraw the matter in court. Section 36 of the Constitution is very clear. Even President Buhari has said to that extent that whoever is aggrieved can ventilate his grievance in court. Section 36 of the Constitution allows anybody who has a grievance against a particular person or government or group of persons to ventilate his grievance in court. We are in court. The matter is before Justice Ekwe court at the Federal High Court 5 in Abuja. It has proceeded to hearing, and we've taken 2 applications. To that extent, nobody, the National Executive, even the executive set up by our beloved president, who we revere so much, didn't refuse to listen to our grievance. As a result of which, when it comes to his head, we just believe we have to take some actions, and in accordance with the Constitution. I hope you will not be too judgmental to say that the Constitution does not permit us to at least take certain actions. The Constitution is very clear. When there is vacancy, when there are illegal executive existing, the Constitution permits us at least to, as one of the the statutory delegate of the
Senator,
Ekiti State said.
Senator,
Yes.
Senator, let me ask you quickly, because of time. In summary, what is your grievance against Governor Fayemi?
We don't have any grievance against him. They have not offended us. What we are saying is that the executive of the party has not emerged democratically. This is democracy. No congress, no convention, no congress was conducted. They only went to Adebayo's house to announce the names of some people that they are going to constitute the executive of the party. Even if the constitution of our party permits that, we
All
can.
right. Let me allow Senator. Let me allow Honorable Karonwi to come into to this matter. Honorable Karonwi, for emphasis of the sides that belong to Honorable Karonwi is of the governor's side. Honorable, give us a sense of what the governor thinks about the move against him, because the people that are on the other side, there's a former director general of the campaign of Fayemi, there is a senator whom the governor raised his hand. What went wrong?
Thank you, Sean. You don't suspend anybody by mere semantic. Talk is cheap, and everybody can hold opinion. I have somebody in my town who call himself governor, and the mother is still being called Mama Governor, despite the fact that they don't have office and they were not elected. So any group of people can sit down together to pronounce that they suspend. So how can governors get distracted by just mere statement? The fact still remains that in Ekiti State, we have a very unified, coordinated party structure. We never had factions or division. As I speak with you today, we have one secretariat of our party in every of the 177 wards. We have single structure in the local government, and we have single state executive committee, has been confirmed by Governor Malabuni-led caretaker stroke extraordinary professional planning committee of our party. So for a group of 8 who are no officers of the party to just wake up and say they suspend a governor, how can any serious governor give attention to that?
Okay,
So
Mr. Karon, just a moment. These are, from what I can deduce, these are some heavyweights in your party. Some of them have served as senators. Some of them House of Reps member. Some of them had even helped Governor Fayemi become governor at some point, according to them. So if you look at the grievances, if we make sure you, my producer, will put it on the screen, some of the grievances at the bottom of it, or at the heart of the grievances, is that Governor Fayemi, according to them, is involved in anti-party activities. And I would like you to react to what Senator said, that there is a case over the leadership of the party in court.
Thank you, Sean. APC is not a lawless political party, and every member of APC is expected to respect and conduct himself according to the dictate of the APC constitution. Yes, the characters that are involved are important personality who had held important position in Nigeria. There is no doubting that fact. But the fact still remains they are not officers of the party. The APC constitution spelled out various functions and duties. And the constitution went further to say all these functions and duties will be executed by the executive officers of the party at various levels, ward, local government, state, and federal. So to that extent, even if you are Mr. President or you are Mr. Governor, that does not confer an officers of the party to you. So therefore, the power that the constitution of the party doesn't give to you, you can't exercise it.
All right,
So,
Honorable Karen, just for a moment, let's take a breather. But when we come back, we still have Senator Tony Adeniyi, with the leader of the group that came out to say they suspended the governor, although the APC had come out to say that's a nullity. And we are hearing from a member of the chieftain of the APC, loyal to Governor Fayemi, also on the program tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll get to the bottom of the matter and perhaps the way forward for Ekiti APC. Join us again, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone. So you there can see for yourself the allegations, the response of the APC at the center, and the conversation around the real issues why this crisis has erupted to this point. Senator Tony Adeniyi, a leader of the faction of the APC in Ekiti State, who backed a suspension of Governor Fayemi, and Honorable Oladapo Karunwi, a former Deputy Speaker of Ekiti House of Assembly. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming tonight on the program. Senator, you heard what Honorable Karunwi said about your position and what is described as your powers or lack of powers in exercising what you did today. And the party at the center has said your action today is nullity and affirms that Governor Fayemi is the leader of the APC. So I'd like you to react to some of the words on the street in Ekiti. That's some of the reasons why some of you in your group, Senator Adeniyi, are waging war against Governor Fayemi, is that he has perhaps excluded you from the scheme of things in the state. Is that true?
Thank you very much. Honestly, I didn't hear what the defense Karunwi put forward. But in any case, we are not hungry people looking for employment or looking for appointment or like Karunwi and his cohorts. We like I told you, what we want is that we don't want a repeat of what happened some time ago during the last regime when we protested against Fayose, when we recorded the 16-hole humiliating this defeat. You know, what we are saying is that the executive, the state executive did not evolve through any democratic process. We are even not going down the line. If we want to go down the line, we can go as far as to what really transpired in those that are in the House of Assembly and in the National Assembly. But nobody is interested in that. We want to take the party, take over the party from the illegal constitution of the ESCO, which is led by Paul Omotosho. No Congress was conducted, either at the world, local, or the state level. They just came and read the name of Paul Omotosho, who has demonstrated, with due respect to him, extreme incompetence by
Senator, yes. Sorry, apologies to cut in there. There is a letter I have here of your suspension and that of Senator Babafemi Ojudo. You are one of those who were suspended from the party from a letter addressed by the publicity secretary of the party, Honorable Ade Ajayi. Yes, on the 23rd.
To suspend anybody. Ade Ajayi has no capacity to suspend anybody. He is a product of illegality. You don't build nothing on, or you don't build something on nothing. He is a product of illegality. He never emerged through any democratic process or whichever position he claims to be occupying. You know, it's a matter of asking. There is something we call in law, nemo judes in causa sia. You don't have to decide. You can't decide it. You can't be a judge in your own cause. Well, if we are saying this, we didn't emerge. Who is Ade Ajayi? Who is anybody? Who is Paul Omotosho to have?
But Senator Adeniyi, how do you hope that this war will end when you're waging a war against a governor who is seen as a leader of your party in the state and is now being backed by the powers at the center? How do you think that this war will pan out in your favor or against you?
Let's wait and see. we do not want, we had no place to go. That was how they did and sent Governor Shegun away. We don't have any place to go. We have been in the progressive since the beginning of progressive. We don't have any place to go. We are only saying that the party should be administered democratically. There is nothing difficult about this. To shop the executive, let's go for a Congress. If we are defeated, it's too bad for us.
Okay, quickly, because I'll allow Honorable Karunwi to come in. Your party has said, in the part of your constitution states that you must have exhausted all internal mechanism of in your grievances and in any crisis before you seek any other means as a legal action or whatever. Have you done that, Senator?
That was why since 2018 we've written several letters which we exhibited in the court. We've written several letters complaining about this illegal or lawful emergence of this party exco. We exhausted those things. It was after then the Baba Akonde's panel was set up. We also made presentation. Do we have to fold our arms?
All right. So, Senator, just a moment. Just hold on for a minute for me, Senator. Let me bring Honorable Karunwi back. Honorable Karunwi, react to some of the allegations against your principal, Governor Fayemi. These allegations are weighty of some sort. They said that he's involved in anti-party activities against the interests of the people in your party in Ekiti State.
I cannot understand clearly what Senator Tony Adeniyi meant by that. The issue of anti-party activities only existed in the figment of their imagination. And naturally, there is no way you will beat a child and you expect that child not to cry. They were the one that disobeyed the lawful directive of the national executive of the party. And they were duly suspended according to the directive through the letter sent to the State Executive Committee of APC in Ekiti State, and in accordance with Article 21, and all the due processes were followed, and the processes got completed yesterday, and the position became public knowledge. So today, naturally, we expected a kind of reaction. So the issue of anti-party activities suddenly came to their mind yesterday when they were no longer a member of the APC.
Honorable Karunwi, you have some heavyweights in your party, such as the special advisor to President Buhari, whom your side had suspended. You have former Governor Shegun, which, according to Senator Adeniyi, was frustrated out of the party. You have Senator Adeniyi, you have Honorable Bimboda Amola, you have Senator Dayo Adeyeye. What does this say about your party and the handling of the leadership of your party when all of these heavyweights are frustrated and they are in crisis?
I am just being tried they are my brothers. I love them a lot. I am being tried to be conservative with my word. But I will say it like this. Every weight in political party depends on the numbers of followers you command in your respective unit, ward, local government, and state. Every weight are those people who has connection with the root, who stay with the root, who understand what is going on within the political space. With due respect to this, my brother, they are diaspora politicians in Ekiti State. They are not here. So the weight you are talking about, I cannot understand. In politics, an average farmer who is in control of the vote around the polling unit is the heavyweight, not the artificial title that we carry around. So for my
Honorable Karunwi, just a moment. I'm wondering how you probably are dismissing the impact of some of these people who have worked with the governor when they were on the same side. But let me get Senator Adeniyi's quick final reaction on the program. Senator, how do you think that this crisis could be resolved? It does not look like it's going to go well with your party when all of you are fighting. How do you think this will go with your party in 20 seconds, Senator? Oh, unfortunately, I guess we lost Senator there. So let me get Honorable Karowi's final thought on this one. How do you think this will pan out for your party when the major leaders of your party are now fighting internally?
It is not new to politics. Politics is about conflict and conflict resolution. So the problem is that when you allow conflict to degenerate into faction and your party has a parallel ESCO and your party is divided down the middle, it is then that you have problem. As I speak with you today, we don't have division in our party. We have single structure. Our party is not divided down the middle, and the crisis is normal. Conflict and conflict resolution. All right. This is not this. We will continue.
We must leave it at that, Honorable Oladapo Karo. We will see how this pans out in the coming days. Thank you so much for your time, and also Senator Tony Adeni. Thank you for your thoughts tonight. But that's how we leave it, everyone. Thank you so much. It does look like it's going to be a very interesting weekend. It's rain here in Lagos. How about your place? I wish you a very pleasant weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.